Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. I want to do one more video real quick here. I've got a few minutes of daylight left, and I want to get back. It's totally iced over. I got to walk real slow and real carefully so I don't fall, and I want to get back before dark. So, two things have come to my attention. People taking their YouTube channel up another notch. Mine isn't up at all, hardly. So it would be very easy for me to take it up another notch. One of those ways would be by producing more daily material and trying to get it uploaded. I've been trying to get two or three videos uploaded here for several days, and they keep crashing on me because I don't have good enough signal. So I guess four areas would be doing more videos on a more consistent basis, doing them on more diversified topics, because I do have a lot of things that I would like to cover. I've done a lot of writing, and I'd like to be able to get that into, get it on a computer so I can read it as I'm doing a video. A lot of heavy thinking that we need to do. We need to change our way of thinking, as it's said in the Beyond Off-Grid documentary. So we need to change our way of thinking if we're going to survive what's coming. So I want to do more videos. One of the things that was brought up is that more and more people are using YouTube instead of TV. In other words, they're actually actively watching, studying, learning in a disciplined fashion, on a regular fashion, if not disciplined, a daily fashion, watching videos from people who are out there around the world doing different forms of things that they want to do, different types of work, okay? So I would like to make more videos, more on the thought processes behind my desire and my vision of what I see that we need to do, obviously involving aircrete, building your own home, drilling your own well, having your own water source on multiple levels. So just a lot of things like that. A lot of people are getting into, well, Cody Crone has had a drone for some time, and the Pure Life for Living, Jesse and Alyssa just got a drone, and it's awesome. I mean, not that I'm talking about getting a drone. I mean, I'd like to just be able to pay my cell phone bill and upload stuff and have Wi-Fi or have better signal, you know. But along with that, another one was Dirt Patch Heaven. This couple goes around and looks at alternative homes, tiny homes, and does video reviews of them. Awesome. Right now, and they said they're going to be in Florida for a few more weeks, so I sent them an email, dirtpatchheaven@gmail.com, and I asked them to try to get in touch with Mark Soares, who built that Aircrete geodesic dome there, and see if maybe they could do a video tour of his home. So that's one thing that is, well, one of the other things that I want to address is doing more on that type of thing. So the, like I said, the drone issue is not really even in the distant horizon. Got a lot of other things I would prefer to do, be able to sharpen chainsaws, get a chainsaw sharpener, and I've been looking at electric chainsaws. Oh my gosh, look at them if you haven't. Phenomenal capability, phenomenal advances there that I had no idea of. So they got a 60-volt, well, pushing 60-volt chainsaws that will outperform a gas chainsaw, and all you got to do is to pull the trigger to run it. You don't have to put oil in it. You don't have to put gas mix in it. You got to put oil the chain, obviously. Phil, that's the only thing, to oil the bar chain reservoir. So, but the idea that they're doing, they have their own store and they've got their Patreon, looking at that. There's also other video possibilities. I know Vimeo has been around for quite some time. There's also VidMe, VIDME. Look up Pastor Joe Fox. He's opened up a channel on there. Shout out to Pastor Joe once again. That's another one that's a motivator for me. He has been working very hard to do a video every single day, and he told me that when he encouraged me to get on YouTube. He says, do a video every other day, or at least every other day. And I know I have been miserably failing at that. So the more you do videos on a regular basis, the more people watch them. And I know that. I've seen that with the numbers on my videos. 40 or 50 views, bam, 40 or 50 views, bam, 40 or 50 views. If you don't do a video for a while, then, you're kind of out of the running. You drop off people's radar. So, and I've done that for a lot of people I know. I'm trying to get a message out. One more thing I'd like to talk about in this one is I would really like some help. There are people out there that have more video capability, far more than I do, that can help out. In other words, if you were able to move here and we could find a place for you, make it work somehow or another, I could take this up a whole nother notch to a completely different level if I had some help in that respect. Another one is a guy that contacted me recently and wants to move here from Kentucky. He has a cheap phone and a Samsung Chromebook. It's a tablet. And that little sucker, it runs on a operating system that's virus proof, and just a real phenomenal amount of capability. I told him how much I pay for a cell phone bill, and he just absolutely freaked out. So there's other options. I need some kind of a capability of help with that or something. So I'm wanting to improve this whole thing. I want to take it to, not just another level, but a whole different level, because that's what needs to happen to see my vision come to pass. And that is, I'd like to, I actually prayed the other day. I was like, okay, God, you showed me this. I believe it was from the Lord, this vision 17 years ago, pushing. Young couple coming through the woods with two kids, each holding a kid's hand, and they come to this home. Well, I've determined that it had to be an Aircrete home. I want to see that happen. Did I just get finished building that home when they walked up? Why was I there in this vision? I've kind of come to believe, just because I want to believe it, that I'll actually see that happen someday. It ain't going to happen unless I make it happen, unless we see it happen. And in order for that to happen, other people need to get involved. There's far too many people across this country just sitting on their own little pot of goodies and planning for the future only for themselves. And in planning only for themselves, they're basically planning to fail and to, lose everything. Because you have to be around community. You have to be around like-minded people, or the first group of renegade bikers or renegade military or lowlifes or zombies that come along are going to own everything you have. So you need to be in a region that is heavily populated by like-minded people, and that is the Ozark Plateau. There is no other region like this, I believe, on Earth. So it's 40,000 some square miles, give or take, and it is basically populated. It was initially settled by Scotch-Irish, free-thinking people that like mountains. Montanae semper liberi, the state motto of Vermont. Mountaineers are always free. And that is the case. It has always been the case. It will always be the case. You don't go mess with Afghanistan. You don't go into mountainous terrain where the local indigenous population knows the terrain, knows every hideout, knows every stash point, knows every supply depot, knows every pass, every cutoff, every rock, every tree, every hill, every ravine for ambush or whatever. So you just don't do it. Militarily, it's suicide. Russia found that out. We found it out. You don't go into Afghanistan. Afghanistan is called the graveyard of empires for a good reason. So, all right. This is Jerry Dime with How to Get Out of Babylon. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.